we wanted to have a speaker. And one of our committee members, Fred, brought someone to our attention that is a fellow alumni, Karriem, Kanston. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about him, and then he's going to come up and facilitate and speak to you all. So Karriem Kanston is an entrepreneur, a motivational speaker, a consultant, author, minority business advocate, and a valuable asset to organizations. He has a consultant business named Kanston Development, in which he conducts workshops and trainings in the areas of economic development, personal development, and leadership development. He also receives a paycheck from Coastway Community Bank. So he's busy, to say the least. Mr. Kanston has also developed a workshop and speeches around developing your personal mission statement. He believes it is important for people to understand their true purpose in life. He is the author of 14 Ways to Buy Real Estate with No Money, and soon to be published Mission God Possible. Karriem has been in Rhode Island for 15 years, and college brought him to the state. He graduated with an associate, bachelor, and master's degree, all in business from Johnson & Wales University. He has been married for 10 years to his lovely wife and my soul, Deborah Pierce Kanston, and they reside in Providence. He loves the Lord, and his #1 job is having a relationship with the Lord and sharing the good news of Jesus Christ. So please welcome me and welcome
Thank you, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. I know you're getting the itis. It's gonna be all right. All right. I'm not gonna take up too much time tonight. I'm just gonna share some information with you all. And good evening. I'm honored to be asked to talk with you tonight. This is a wonderful event, and I just want to thank everyone that has put this event together. So, Kia, Oglesby, Fred McClin, and also Tracy Thomas and all of the committee members. Could you just please stand up again? Let's give them a round of applause. All right. I also would like to recognize some individuals such as Dr. Mo Gaby, Chairman John Yuna, President John Bowen, President Irv Snyder, Provost Vera Gall, Dean Thomas Farrell, Professor Thomas Gaines, Professor Donna Thompson, Patricia McLaughlin, and also Steve Shepley. Also, I would like to thank Meredith Brassel. As you all know, she does a lot of work with alumni. Also, my pastor, overseer Jeffrey Allen Williams of Cathedral of Life Christian Assembly. He also was a former adjunct professor here at Johnson & Wales University. And last but not least, my lovely wife of 10 years, Deborah Pierce Kanston. We just celebrated 10 years. Also, I know I have a lot of friends here. I thank you all for coming and supporting me. We are gathered here this weekend for a purpose. We are gathered here because Johnson & Wales is a great university. In 2014, they will be celebrating 100 years of existence. Right? That's a great thing. I'm glad to be a part of it. We celebrate, the theme of this event is called Lighting the Torch and Leaving a Legacy. Also, we are here at a crossroads. The university is developing a process to reach out to alumni, and alumni are asking, where do we fit into this process, right? I know we had a great panel discussion earlier, and a lot of people gave back a lot of feedback, and I think it's time for us to do some work. I think over the years, the alumni department has done a great job. I have been very involved with a lot of things here at the university. I've sat on many committees. I wrote an article about Johnson & Wales and another host of things, but they really have stepped it up a lot. But it's time for us as alumni to jump into the game and help. We can no longer sit on the sidelines and give feedback anymore. We must get involved and take a stake and claim, and we must leave a legacy here at Johnson & Wales University. As I pondered about what I should talk about, I was prompted to talk about what is in you. That's my title for my message. I would like to share a passage of scripture from the #1 best-selling book of all times, which is the Bible. And in John chapter 7, verse 29, it says, "But I know him because I am from him, and he sent me." In this text, Jesus was pronouncing that he knew God because he was from God. And so God sent him to do a work in this earth. So I believe that God sent us to do a work here at Johnson Wales University, and we have a purpose. And I want to share 3 points with you. One is we must know who we are. We must have a purpose. 2, who sent us? And 3, where are we going? Where are we going? We are at a certain point of our lives right now. We have graduated from this institution, and we have used the skills and knowledge we learned in Johnson Wales in our careers and personal life. Some of us are doing things we love, and some of us are doing things that we don't like. But the real question is, what are you going to do now? You're an alumni, and I tell people this all the time. What are you saying about your degree? Is it an asset to you, or is it a liability? When people talk to me and they say, well, you graduated from Johnson Wales University, I say yes. And my degree is an asset. All right? I paid a lot of money for this degree. And I know some of us are still paying some money for these degrees, right? And so we need to understand that if we're saying that our degree is a liability, then it's going to be one. But we need to start speaking like our degree is an asset. My asset is my alma mater and my college education. There is a value to it. Just look at the cost. I don't know about you, but you know, it costs a lot of money to go to Johnson & Wales. And if you go to Johnson & Wales right now, it costs you a lot of money, right? It's probably just not $18,000, right? Probably up in what, 30s, 40s, 50 times. Leave that alone. But we have to do something. To answer this question, who we are and what's our purpose, we must understand what is our purpose in life. How many people have done this before? You woke up in the morning, you looked in the mirror, and you said to yourself, why am I here on earth? Anybody done that before? I've done it before, right? All right. I did this before, and someone approached me a couple of years ago. It was a teenager. He said to me, Karriem, do you have a purpose? And I'm like, what? Get away from me, man. You're just a teenager. You know, I graduated from college. And I said, no, I do not. And he said, well, you need to get one. And you need to write one down and put it in black and white. And I said, man, get out of here. And I thought about that. And I said, you know what? I really need to have a guiding purpose for my life. And so we need to have a purpose. If you don't know what you're supposed to do in life, then what are you doing? All right? How do you know you're accomplishing your goals if you don't have any? All right? I believe every person on this earth should know your true purpose in life. You should be able to answer these questions. Why am I here on earth? What would my friends say about me if I wasn't around? What is my idea of success? What legacy do I want to leave on earth? Those are the questions that you should have an answer for. If you don't have an answer for them, hopefully tonight I'll help you out with that. All right? Webster's dictionary defines purpose as something set up as an object or an end to be obtained. Some other good definitions are an intended or desired result, the significance of your life. So how do you find out what your purpose is, right? I know some people are saying, how do I do that? You know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just waking up every day, going to work, and doing something. But this is how you do it. Usually what I do when I do a workshop about your purpose and personal mission statements, I walk people through a process. And what I do is I start off with this. I say, what is your 1, 5, 10, 20-year goals? All right? Because I need to know, what do you see in the future for yourself? Then I have you list your skills and your experience. What's your background? And then we talk about something which is called vision. And vision is the ability to imagine different and better conditions and the ways to achieve them. Your purpose is important because it should guide your life.